Good afternoon. I am Lorraine Brock, and today is Tuesday, and this is Tip Tuesday, where I bring you organizing ideas for your home, business, and life. Well, good morning or good afternoon, either where you are, doesn't matter. Just good morning, good afternoon. Wanted to talk today on some organizing apps that will help you get better organized. Now, the apps that I'm going to talk about today are mainly productivity apps that are going to help you with your everyday life. Some could be more for the family side of it. Some could be for more the business side. Some can be more for the personal, and anything and everything in between concerning productivity. So I got 5 apps to talk about. We're going to jump right in on this with tip number 1. Being the first app is Waze. Yes, I said Waze. It is spelled W-A-Z-E. So what is Waze? It is a navigation app. There was a event that we had recently, and someone had showed up early. Wonderful to show up early. Actually, you can knock out a lot of to-dos in the car when you're showing up early. She said she didn't know how long it would take her to get where she needed to go, and Waze is going to solve that problem. Not only is it going to give you real information where potholes are, or where police officers might be monitoring traffic, or a stopped car on the side of the road. It's going to automatically navigate you completely a different route based on traffic. And it's always looking real-time travel changes or accidents that happen that you can go a different route, and it's going to take you that different route. Addition to that, it'll let you know when you're speeding. You can turn on the little speeding part of it, and it will give you a little sound when you're going over the speed limit and you don't even know that you're actually doing that. Waze is also good. You can actually look up the distance of where something is going to be for the time frame you're going to be traveling. So if you're going to be traveling on a 2 days from now in 7 to 8 p.m., you can tell it what time you're going to be traveling and get the estimated average time based on the past travel or traffic flow during that time. It is a great app. So if you're looking for something that is better than the built-in navigation system on your phone, you'll definitely want to download the Waze app, and that is W-A-Z-E. All right. The second app that is great for organizing is Life 360. And again, these are more productivity, save time, help you out when you're in a bind. This app too will also monitor your speed limit and allow you to obviously keep a closer eye on that. Life 360 is also really good if you have kids and you're wanting to find out where they are. I would highly recommend installing this on their phone right when they get their phone. Whether they're driving or not makes no difference. You want to get out there and know where they're at all times. One of the ways that we use this, so our youngest son was going one of his first few days of college, and he was going to UNT early in the morning. In fact, it was so early that it was still dark even when he arrived. And he was an hour, 50 minutes away from it. So you can get an idea of how early that was. He actually had a flat or some kind of auto issue with his car, and he had pulled over on what we found out later, I think, was 380. It was in the dark. He couldn't see any signs. He was between buildings or lights or anything. He had no idea where he was. And I thought, let's get on the Waze app and see where you are. And exactly what I thought. It told me exactly where he was. It also, for the younger children just starting to drive, like the 16-year-olds, it's a really good app to tell you their speed limit. You can even monitor their speed limit because their phone's going to be with them. So the Life 360 is really good for keeping track of where your family is. Knowing my husband's coming home from work, sort of get an idea where he's at, so I know when to have dinner ready or know when to be ready to go out to dinner. So love that app. All right, tip number 3 app is OneNote. Now, the competitor to OneNote is Evernote. Either one of these apps would be outstanding for any kind of note taking, and it goes way beyond the average note taking app. I have wholeheartedly just turned over all my notes to OneNote. It is an incredible app that many of you may already have free. This can be on your laptop, your computer. It can also be on your phone, and they sync together. Evernote is a free app, but it is limited unless you actually go in there and pay the more broader, overall, higher quality, more feature type thing. The OneNote, you potentially may already have the full access to it, and you don't even know it. Look to see if you or your household already have the Microsoft Office suite, and see if you do. If you do, you have the full, complete, like top to bottom features of it already available to you that you can also add to your phone. And I'm going to give you a quick understanding of what these apps look like, either one, the OneNote or the Evernote. Think of a 5-subject spiral notebook like you had in high school. And maybe it's all concerning math. And your overall notebook is called math. But then inside there are dividers, 5 subjects. One of the subjects might be your test dates. The second one might be sample problems. The third one might be homework notes. So you can see how you can divide down that math class into more individualized categories in that 5-subject spiral notebook. Well, think of making as many notebooks as you want concerning the areas of your life inside these apps like OneNote and Evernote. So you could have a notebook for your personal life, or more specific, maybe you volunteer somewhere or you are in charge of some kind of committee. You can make a notebook just for that. You can make a notebook for a business you have. You can make a notebook for a property you own. You can make a notebook for something that you have to maintain and do. If you're really active in your church, I have a church notebook, and these are really, really good because you can divide out all the different types of interest and things you're involved with, even inside that notebook. And it is incredible. It's searchable. You can bring in pictures, links, icons, and once you type it in, it's automatically saved, so you never have to hit file save. Really great app. For the tip number 4 app is Keyring. Keyring I have used for a long time, and Keyring is really a digital app that is much like your wallet in some sort of way. It takes the things that are in your wallet that are like your frequent store cards or your business cards or your gift cards, and it brings them into the Keyring app and allows you to get them organized without having the actual physical card. Now let me make a correction on that. I said gift card. I'm incorrect on the gift card, but it does have the frequent store card. It has the punch cards that you would get at the oil station. It would have membership cards, business cards, anything that would be something that would have a digital barcode on the back of it that you can, or a membership number you can manually type in, and you can get rid of the other cards in your wallet. And then when you need something, you actually go to the app, the Keyring app, pull up like IKEA or whatever, hold it, and it scans the barcode and allows you to be able to use it at the register without having the actual card. All right, so tip number 5, and I've used this quite frequently for meetings or conversations that I just don't have pen and paper, or I need to remember something. It does help me with my efficiency. Even if I do have notepad and pencil, if it's more like talking with your attorney or talking with your CPA, I've done this, or talking with a real important conversation that you may not remember all the conversation details. So my tip number 5 is to download some kind of voice recorder app. Most of them come free with your phone, but if you don't have one, just go to your store and there is plenty of them to choose from. It will save your conversation once you start it and you stop it. It will save your conversation as a file, and you can use that to organize in your file structures and save, or go back and listen and take notes slowly. and then delete if you need to, or save it in a file. It's a really good way to store information. You can even use the app if you're wanting to send someone a message. Let's say you're trying to send instructions to someone and it needs to go to many different people. Another way you could use the app is to upload that file to the email and email it out to everyone, and they can listen to what you're having to say versus typing. Now, those files can get really large, so if you're going to leave a large speech for someone, probably wouldn't work on an average email, just some kind of short message or instructions that you're wanting to give someone. So that is our 5 apps today on Tip Tuesday that will help you stay better organized and increase your productivity and know where your family are and make sure that they're safe. So I wanted to mention our winner from last week is Carla Houston from Fort Worth. Congratulations, Carla. You actually won this really cute bag that has a great bottom. It will store lots of things, carry a heavy load for you, and we will message you and get that out to you this week. So congratulations, Carla. Okay, giveaway. Today's giveaway is going to be a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card, which I could use that. I love everything about this restaurant. It's scrumdelicious. They actually have a new side that is, I think it's called a kale spinach side with raisins and nuts in it, and it's just scrumdelicious. It's a superfood, and it's much better than the French fries or even the fresh fruit. I love it, and the taste of it is excellent. So try that. I hear they have the macaroni and cheese. Haven't tried that one yet. Okay, so how do you win the $10 Chick-fil-A gift card? You guys, I want to hear from you what apps that you like that help you and your family stay better organized. So leave a comment down below of what tips you use concerning the apps in your phone that help you stay organized. And we'll look for those and obviously pick someone next week to give away the $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. All right, our Tip Tuesday tool, I should say tools this week. Behind me here is our Tip Tuesday toolbox, and inside of it is some things. There's more than one thing. Okay, so I decided this week that I wanted to focus on something that was inexpensive, something that if you don't have a big budget for organizing products, that you can go out and look at this place and find some things, and that would be no other than the dollar store. And here are some things that I have already had in my home that I will use to organize spaces from the dollar store. If you go to the kitchen department of the dollar store, you will find these types of plastic. And they're really made for like serving things for food or fruit or dips, whatever. And there's another one here like this, $1. These are great drawer organizers, especially for those shallow drawers. This is probably maybe 2 inches, maybe 1.75 inches deep on this particular one here. These fit great into drawers, and you could put all kinds of cosmetics or different hair stuff. I was thinking more of these for the bathroom because bathrooms tend to have the more shallower drawers. So again, dollar store. A couple other things from the dollar store is things like this, just little drawer inserts you can use in junk drawers. And this set actually comes with 2 little ones, and you can line these up. Now, these don't have, because they are cheaper, they don't have the little rubber bottoms that you would see, and they're not made of the thick acrylic that you would see at the store, but they'll do you quite well. If you're worried about any of these sliding in a drawer, maybe they're not really tight into the drawer, and that would be my first thing, is try to get them snug in that drawer. Put enough of these in the drawer that when you open and close it, they don't shift and they don't move around in the drawer. But if that's impossible to do, or that's not your system that you're doing, take a little bit of tacky that you would hang posters with, or even better, some museum putty, and put on the bottoms of these, and then press them down in the drawer, and you will just wait probably about 5 or 10 minutes for it to sort of get hard and sort of secure, and you will prevent that shifting by using that little cheap idea and having those things work for you. Low cost items that will have a high impact on staying organized inside of your drawers. All right, so next Tip Tuesday. What are we talking about next Tip Tuesday? I don't know yet. I actually haven't decided. There's a couple things on my radar that I want to talk about, and they include a lot of things on your business. So I'm leaning towards something business-oriented next week. I'm going to pick the topic, so be watching our Facebook page, and I will tell you what that topic is. But I'm leaning towards business and possibly working in the home for those people that work in home on a day-to-day business for their employer or for themselves. So check back on that and on our Facebook page. I just haven't really thought that through, and I want to make sure I do something that's going to be good and interesting. All right, I always highlight a service with Get Organized every week, and this week I wanted to highlight the fact that we are doing photos, organizing your phone. We're talking about apps, so I thought, well, this would be a really great idea to bring up to you guys, is if your phone is completely full, the storage is getting really close and you're having to go in there and delete pictures or maybe delete some apps just to get a little bit of storage to take that picture that you want. You really need some IT organization, and not just for your phone. That might sync up with your computer or your laptop. So if you're at a point that you don't really have a really secure way of sharing and storing your photos and your information, know that Get Organized has an IT organizer, actually 2 of them, that can come into your home and help you get a game plan together. Maybe you don't even know what to use or how to use it or how much it costs. And we're going to give you all that information and let you make the best decision for how you want to retrieve and store your information. And once you have that information, you can either do it yourself or allow one of our IT digital photo organizers to come in and do it for you. So I wanted to put that out there as an added service that we do. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys next week on Tip Tuesday, and I'm hoping to bring you guys a great segment on working from home for those that are either in business from themselves or working from home for their employer. And let's get some ideas on how to help you for that. So I'm Lorraine Brock with Get Organized here on Tip Tuesday, every Tuesday bringing you tips for organizing your home, business, and life. And I will see you next week on Tip Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a great week.